Why should buy Watch Dogs 2? In this Watch Dogs 2 review I will share my impressions of the game and also show you some gameplay footage. For example, this mission where I have to destroy the drugs that is about to get transferred. But why I do that, I will not get into that because that's a spoiler. Anyway, Watch Dogs 2 is a huge improvement over the first game. I was really excited about that one, but quit it halfway through because I simply didn't care about Aiden Pierce and his revenge story, and also the city was pretty empty and grey. There was just not a lot of stuff to do. This game is like totally different though, because you're Marcus Holloway and at the beginning of the game you get part of the hacker group called DeathSack. And this is also where you meet like an awesome cast of characters, and during your adventure you will get to know them a little bit better and really feel part of this group. A group that is fighting the government and other organizations that collect like a ton of different data from the citizens of San Francisco, and your goal is to wake those citizens up and show that what these evil organizations are doing with that information, like selling it, doing illegal shit, stuff like that. So you want to turn everyone against them. But as you progress the story, your hacker group will also get more popular, so other people will want to mess with you, like gangs and the FBI. So during the whole game you will be fighting one of those groups as you want to gain more popularity under San Francisco citizens. And you also fight the people that, for example, kidnapped one of your hacker group members. And this is very diverse and way more interesting than my niece got killed by some guys and now I'm gonna kill like a lot of guys and I talk like this. That was of course part of the first game. Every mission is a little bit like this. Oh no, something happens, let's destroy X or let's hack their servers, which results in you infiltrating buildings or other kind of hideouts. But because the gameplay is so good and the fact that every hideout is different makes it still fun. You can like do it in 3 different approaches. I normally went for the trickster meets ghost because that's like super awesome. Sometimes in order to complete a mission you don't have to be there in person, just hack cameras, deploy your little remote controlled car or your drone and do the job that way. For example, if you do have to hack their servers, you don't have to be there in person because your remote controlled car can do that. It's like super awesome to just sit next to the restricted area and figure things out that way. So that's like the trickster, like hacking stuff without being there. But sometimes you have to engage yourself, and that's the ghost. You have to get, for example, into an elevator that moves you to a different area. And then my tactic is to just do as much damage with my trickster type of gameplay, so with my remote controlled car, scout the area with my drone and then head in. So for example, with your remote control car you can like hack people that then will get distracted or then move to some sort of like electronic device that then explodes, somewhere like that. But the cool part about Watch Dogs 2 gameplay is that, or a stealth gameplay, is that you can react to the people seeing you. In a lot of stealth games, if you get seen, that's the end of it and you will have to go into Rambo style. But in Watch Dogs 2 you can still distract the people that are seeing you. For example, you can make their phone ring or create this super annoying sound that will stun them. So this way you can still sneak past them. But there are a lot of other things you can do as well. For example, hack a car to make it hit the opponents, or put a random enemy on the wanted list of a gang. So a car from that gang shows up and then there will be like a huge firefight and they can just sneak past the enemies. While you do feel really powerful with all your abilities, you still have to be patient and you still have to really think about, okay, what should I do in this situation? I feel that the balance is just really good. You die pretty fast, but you can still manage to complete the mission without getting hit once. The AI is pretty good as well and realistic, so that makes the infiltration feel more alive as well. The upgrade system is also really smart, where you have to spend points in new abilities that can really change the way you like engage in these type of operations. For example, you will be able to move the car and distract the enemies or kill them that way. And there's also like an ability that will just distract all the enemies in like some sort of radius, so you can just run past them because they're all like, what the fuck, my phone is ringing, what the fuck, what is this annoying sound? And otherwise you might have to kill all of those people if you don't have that ability. People that want to play Watch Dogs 2 as a Rambo can do that, but because of the awesome stealth gameplay that works really well, I don't see why you would want to pull out your gun. Apart from being able to hack way more things and really create the different scenarios using that, the city is also a big improvement over the original. San Francisco is just way more colorful and pretty good realized, but the amount of stuff that you can do is also stunning. There are a lot of side missions with their own voice acting, their own story. For example, someone made use of the DedSec logo without asking it, so you have to pay him a visit. Then you also have like random areas in the map, restricted areas. They're like small hideouts where, for example, some money is, and you want that money because that will get you new weapons, new clothes, so you want to get that, you want to engage in that content. The characters in the world also have like stuff going on. One time I drove by this girl that was hitting her boyfriend's car with a baseball bat. Stuff like that, it's just awesome, it feels a little bit alive. Then you also have the online stuff, which I unfortunately didn't get to play because the servers were down, but Ubisoft should have fixed it by now. They said that they would do that, so I trust them on that. But in the multiplayer you can do all sorts of stuff, operations together, and those like are different operations than the things you do in the normal game. You can also hunt on other players, so it should be awesome and I really want to try that out. One final note on Watch Dogs 2 is the fact that it's super polished. Never encountered any bugs, frame rate drops, and that's like super significant because you can really like destroy the road or make cars bump into each other, but there is no frame drop whatsoever. It's great, I can really recommend it. Are you gonna buy Watch Dogs 2? Let me know in the comments down below. Expect way more Watch Dogs 2 content on the channel, so be sure to subscribe. Like the video if you did, I will speak to you next time.